What's up, guys? First book that we're going to talk about of 2022. I've already read several, but I haven't really had any that's like, oh, I really want to talk about this one. And I finished, at the time of recording this, I just finished this book today, and that book is The Midnight Library by Matt Haig. And I listened to the audiobook version that was narrated by Carey Mulligan. So that was awesome and delightful, and honestly, it was produced and performed really well. I will say I put this book off for a while because it definitely seemed like, oh, well, this is the popular book. Everybody's talking about it. It's true. Everybody was talking about it. And I never really got a clear picture of what the book was supposed to be about. So let's see if I can sum this up as best I can. So in this particular novel, it's like a midpoint, an in-between worlds of your life. It's like if it's taking the concept of there being multiple yous in different timelines, essentially a multiverse of the world. And in this particular case, we're following the story of Nora. And for her, the central hub of all of her potential lives existed in a library. And her library is run by her school's librarian that she remembers very fondly. So that's kind of cool. There's a central book of regrets that she's trying to go through and see, I guess, kind of what she could change differently, because she had reached the point that she really didn't want to live anymore. We don't really know a ton about Nora's life before she gets into the library for the first time, but we get to go on this journey of her essentially rediscovering her will to live, her desire to want to be a part of the world, which was kind of the whole purpose of the library. I'm going to go ahead and say it here. There is potential for spoilers. If you do not wish to be spoiled, do not go past this point. I only say potential because I'm not fully sure. I really just want to discuss really the importance and value of the perspective that this book offers, because Haig really drives it home of you don't know what the little things could do in another person's life, whether it is positive or negative. All little moments count. And the way that he likens it is through the course of a chessboard, because a memory that Nora has is playing chess with her school librarian. And while she never really understood, she felt like it needed to be, she needed to have more important pieces, but sometimes she would always just be left with pawns on the end. There is value in every single moment of your life. And it could be something that you view as insignificant could have actually made a significant impact on somebody else. And I think that is really cool. Just in thinking how we value life, how we perceive our own life, sometimes we reach a point where we don't really want to keep going anymore because we don't see the impact that we've made. And it's not like, oh, well, you need to make sure that you let everybody know how they're impacting you. Sometimes it's just we got to pay a little bit more attention. It's not like, oh, well, you have to be perfect. We're not necessarily going to be perfect. We will have our days when we're having a rough one, but maybe when we're having a rough one, somebody else will do something small that will make our day better, and that will, kind of that pass it forward kind of thing. Like I said, I had kind of put off reading this book because it was so popular and everyone was talking about it. But I think I found it right when I needed to. And it's just, I don't know, it's good. It's a good reminder. And I really enjoyed it. I definitely recommend it if that concept sounds interesting to you. I think it is a little bit more geared towards the reader, as it is a library. But we do get to meet another character who's going through similar things to Nora, but his is a video store. kind of like a blockbuster. It shows that it could be something different for everybody as far as like what the central hub is and the different moments that it is, but it is possible to get caught up in the what ifs and get so caught up in the what ifs that you miss the what's now. You know, you just gotta keep moving forward. So yeah, that's it for me. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and share, and I will see you next video. Bye.
Don't